Today, we talk about using Google Analytics with your transactional emails. This show is for everyone working at the coalface. Digital, business, marketing, social. This is At the Coalface with your host, Jason Greenwood. Hello everybody, I'm Jason Greenwood. Welcome to episode 13 of At the Coalface. I want to talk to you today about transactional emails and how you can use Google Analytics to track their performance. Now, why would you want to do that? I want to give a bit of background to this as a basis and a framework and a context for this discussion. You use Google Analytics in a lot of different ways, and many different websites will use Google Analytics because it is a free clickstream analytics tool, and a lot of websites will deploy it versus other paid analytics tools because some of these paid analytics tools aren't any better than Google Analytics. They might be slightly different. They might offer some slight differences in terms of what they track, how they track it, and how they report on it. And so there are other analytics tools out in the marketplace, but Google Analytics is pretty much the de facto standard in clickstream analytics. So what Google Analytics does, in terms of a little bit of background, you probably already know this anyway if you're anybody who works in digital at all, but it tracks all of the clicks that lead visitors to your website, what they do whilst on your website, and what pages they leave your website from. So it will track what path they took, or what tool, or what page, or what referrer sent them to your website in the first place. It will track that. It will also track e-commerce conversions. It will track other conversions, and when I say conversions, it's when somebody comes and visits your website and completes an e-commerce purchase on your website. So it will track that, and then that can provide you with conversion rate. So what is the rate of conversions or sales to visits, and it can look at other conversions as well. So other actions that you want your visitors to take when they come and visit your website. It might be to fill out a form, an inquiry form. It might be to join a competition. It might be to download a PDF file, a white paper. It might be a whole raft of other activities that you may want your visitors to take when they visit your website. So anytime they take that action, it's known as a conversion. And so you will configure your analytics tool, in this case Google Analytics, to track those conversions and the conversion rate at which your visitors do convert and take those actions on your site. So when we talk about transactional emails, we're talking about emails that are related to making a purchase or are automated in some way on your website based on certain actions, or based on certain account standings, based on certain things happening to a customer's account on your website. So things like making a purchase and having an email sent to them to confirm their order, having an email go out when the order changes status from pending or paid to shipped, for example. An automated email that sends the tracking details to your customer to track their order when it ships out. These are transactional emails. If you have a rewards point system on your website, let's say that the rewards points that the customer has on their account changes, and you want to send out an email, an automated email that will tell them their rewards points balance. Or let's say that they have some rewards points that are about to expire, and you may have an automated email set up that goes out, for example, 10, 15, 20 days before those points expire, to encourage that customer to shop with you and redeem those points. There's a whole raft of other emails. There might be a refer a friend email. There can be emails around purchasing gift cards for a friend. So you purchase a gift card on the website, and obviously the gift card number goes to the person that was purchased for, so that they can then redeem it on your website. And that's an automated email sent by your e-commerce platform. It's not a campaign email. So when I'm talking about transactional emails, I'm talking about all of the functional emails that are associated associated with your website. Another example is a back in stock email. So a lot of websites will offer the functionality to where when something is out of stock, somebody can effectively from a product page sign up to receive an update via an automated update, that is via email, when that product comes back into stock, so that they can then go to the website and complete their purchase. There are price change emails that some websites send out. So you can sign up to find out when the price of a product changes on the website. So there's a whole raft of functional emails associated with either a specific transaction, so a specific purchase, and a follow-up email that's associated with that, like I said, with tracking email, or perhaps 30 days after you ship an item to a customer, you may send out a request for a testimonial on their purchase and the experience they had, or a product review with a link back to that product where they can place a review of that product on your website. So those are really the automated emails that I'm referring to, either related directly to a transaction or related to the account status or something that's happening on that customer's account with your website. So these are the automated emails that they're not manually sent. They're not campaigns in the sense that you're not sending out an email with a promotion, get 50% off this product for this month or until this product sells out. So we're not talking about campaign-driven emails or promotional emails. We're talking about transactional emails. And so what we're trying to, I guess, convey as part of this discussion is the importance of tagging, as if they were a campaign, your transactional emails for tracking in Google Analytics and tracking their performance in Google Analytics. And most merchants and most e-commerce, e-tailers will already tag their campaign emails, because most of the campaign platforms and the marketing automation platforms out there, all the way from sort of MailChimp at the bottom end, all the way up to the high-end marketing automation platforms like Bronto and Marketo and ExactTarget and some of those other high-end marketing automation and EDM or automated email segmentation engines. They all do their tagging generally automatically, and so you put in the parameters of the name of the campaign, you put in some various other parameters, and it will automatically tag every single clickable link that is in that email, so that you can see how that campaign performs, which links in the email are the most clicked, which are the least clicked, which ones lead to conversions, which ones don't, and so that becomes a very powerful tool to refine your campaigns over time. Well, a lot of websites unfortunately ignore the Google Analytics tagging or the campaign tagging of their transactional emails, because they really don't look at them as email campaigns, and they would get a lot more value out of those emails if they treated them as if they were a promotional campaign, even though they're not promotional, and even though you might have the closest that a transactional email might get to being a campaign is that you might send out as part of the follow-up email you may also like, because you've purchased this product through us, you may like this product to go with it. It might be a complementary product, it might be a better version of that product, it might be whatever the case may be. You might have that slight element of a promotion going to get them to purchase more things, but more often than not, transactional emails have no promotional element to them whatsoever. The closest that transactional emails typically get to being promotional is to have the website navigation or some of the most important navigational links of the website as part of the email. So they look like a web page when they come through, especially HTML emails. We're not talking about text-based emails here. We're talking about full-blown, fully edited templates that are driven by HTML and CSS. So they are designed, so they have a graphical look and feel to them. They're not just this plain text email. And these, modern transactional emails are not only highly stylized and highly designed, but they're typically responsive as well. And by responsive, I mean they'll work across devices and across browsers, and they'll reorientate themselves like responsive websites do to fit on whatever device and browser may be in use at the time, whether it's on a desktop, a tablet, a handset, a smartphone, whatever the case may be. And so emails are going the same way, because of course email is increasingly being read on smartphones. I think our Within our business, I think it's about 50-50 now. About 50% of our emails are opened and read on tablets and smartphones, and about 50% are read on the desktop. So it's very important that you have your transactional emails be responsive so that they are visible and readable very easily on smartphones and tablets. So getting back to the tagging component, because most transactional emails nowadays are designed, they are stylized, and they have a navigational structure built into them, much like your website would, leading to key categories. And you might even have your standard footer, for example, that you would have in your website with all of your links to different information about your website. You might have those embedded in your transactional emails as well. So it looks very much like a web page, but it's got the body of the email in the middle of it saying whatever you want to say via email. And so it behooves you, and it's very smart to treat those emails as campaign-based emails from the standpoint of Google Analytics tagging and tracking, because what it will allow you to do is it will allow you to hopefully improve the layout, the styling, design, and the content of those transactional emails over time, so that they perform better, that they meet the needs of your customers better, and so that you can get some real tangible business value out of those emails. And so what you want to do is you want to tag them just like you would any other campaign email. So you want to say you want the medium, it'll be email. You want the source, and in this case, typically your source will be transactional email as opposed to campaign email. And then you want to put the other tags in there, such as campaign. And so let's say you have 5 or 6 different transactional emails, and let's say one is the order follow-up email or order confirmation email, for example. Then your source would be transactional email, and your campaign would be order confirmation or tracking email. Your email around rewards points update, the campaign tag might be rewards points update, so that in Google Analytics, when you go in there and you start looking at the source being your transactional emails under your campaigns tab, once you start looking at all of those campaigns, you can start separating them out very easily by looking at all of your transactional emails and then looking at the individual campaigns, which are the individual transactional emails that you send out from your website. So if you go about tagging that, now most e-commerce platforms don't easily support tagging, so campaign tagging of your transactional email. So you will need to go in, you will need to manually tag all of those links that exist within your transactional emails, even the unsubscribe link, all the navigational links that you may have in there, all of the functional links that you have in there that lead to different places and lead to customer service, etc. You want to tag every single hyperlink, every clickable hyperlink that is in your transactional email. You want to tag those with those tags that apply to that specific type of transactional email. So every single link in there you'll tag each individual link with its own unique tag, but the source and the campaign will be the same of every hyperlink within that email. And so, like I said, you'll be able to find out what links are the most popular links within those emails over time. You'll see which of those links perhaps lead to conversions and which ones you can emphasize a little bit more or de-emphasize. And it's a really powerful tool for you to tweak and test your transactional emails over time. The other thing that you can do is to treat your transactional emails almost like a little bit of an A/B test with that campaign tag. So you might have let's say it's a rewards points update email, transactional email. So your rewards points email 1 would be the first transactional email that you send out. And so you might run that for 3 or 4 months or 6 months, and then you might make a pretty dramatic change to the layout and the styling of that particular transactional email. And so you might call it number 2. So under the under the individual campaign tag, you might call it, rewards points update 2. So that way you can see in the analytics data, you can see and you can compare side by side version 1 versus version 2 and seeing how they perform against each other over a similar period of time. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it helps you to respect your transactional emails a little bit more, to treat them with the importance that they have to your customers, because they allow your customers to have that that level of automated interaction with your website, but it provides them with information that keeps them in the loop about what's happening with their order, what's happening with their account, what's happening with their relationship with you as a business. So, treat your transactional emails as campaigns insofar as treat them with the importance they deserve, treat them with the respect they deserve, the time, the effort, the energy that they deserve. Tag them properly so that they are sending data into Google Analytics, and you can review the performance of those emails over time, and you can better understand whether those emails are meeting your customers' needs, which ultimately at the end of the day, that is the most important thing about your transactional emails, is that they're meeting your customers' needs, and that they're engaging with those particular emails. And tagging will show you where, when, and how frequently they are engaging with those emails and the actions that they're taking as a result. So hopefully this has been helpful, and let us know your experience, and tell me and tell other members of the community here whether you currently tag your transactional emails with any sort of campaign tags, whether you track their performance in analytics, Google Analytics, or any other analytics tool, and let us know how important those emails are to you and your business, and what kind of performance you're getting out of them, and let us know if this talk, this discussion, this episode has perhaps spurred your thinking and encouraged you to tag your transactional emails as if they were email campaigns. Look forward to your thoughts, and look forward to your feedback. As always, look forward to you sharing and interacting with me and with each other. Bye-bye.